Welcome. Session 3, Explore the Bible. We continue through the book of Proverbs, again today in Proverbs chapter 3, looking at some great verses, again these great teachings, this giving of wisdom, and the exhortation to listen to wisdom, how important it is. Solomon writes this: maintain sound wisdom and discretion. My son, don't lose sight of them. They will be life for you, and adornment for your neck. Maintain sound wisdom and discretion. This speaks to the need to hold on to it, to continually prosper it in your life, build it into your life, that wisdom is not something that we can just gain at one point in time and then we have all that we need for the rest. We have to continually be building wisdom and working it into our lives and living through this wisdom, maintaining it, growing in this wisdom. Maintain your wisdom, maintain your discretion, hold on to this right way of living, not to lose sight of them. There is a tendency, even when we have wisdom, to move away from it, to slowly, if we don't hold on, if we don't maintain it, we will slowly slide back into a life of foolishness. That's where we go naturally. So we have to hang on to it. We have to keep sight of them, right? This is life. This is adornment. This is what makes our lives work. This is what makes our lives beautiful. You might say the adornment for the neck. Verse 23 and 24, he says, then, if you do that, then you will go safely on your way. Your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. You will lie down and your sleep will be pleasant. Again, one of the things we talked about earlier in Proverbs is sometimes it's a one verse, little pithy statement. Sometimes there are two verses. We saw that last week, like couplets, all of them. And then here we've got basically like four verses that are kind of saying on this same idea about what happens when we maintain wisdom. And here he is saying, you go safely on your way, your foot does not stumble. Okay, back to 3, 5, and 6. It makes your way straight, right? If you live in wisdom, then you live a straighter life, an easier life. You don't stumble as often. We're going to stumble because we're human. It's going to happen. But we'll live a life where we stumble less, let's say, right? And when you lie down, you're not afraid. You're not worried about what's going to happen. And your sleep is pleasant. Boy, when you live in wisdom, you get a better night's sleep. How about that? You want a better night's sleep? Maybe the reason that we're not sleeping well has to do with something where we're not acting wisely. And sometimes it is. We're struggling. What is the wise thing to do? What is the right thing to do? How should we react? And once we settle in our heart and we know that we're picking the wise path, we're able to sleep better. It makes it better. An unworried, unhindered conscience sleeps better, right? Verse 27 says, when it is in your power, don't withhold good from the one to whom it belongs. This is another one of these sections about how you treat your neighbor. But I just love this introduction to it, this great overall statement. Look, when you can do good, don't hold back. When you have the power to help, help. Don't withhold from the one to whom it belongs, the one that needs the good, the one that needs help. Don't hold back. When you can give help, help. When you can do good, good. He talks about, to your neighbor, don't say to your neighbor, well, go back and you come back later. Come back tomorrow. I'll help you tomorrow. I'll give you that. I'll give you what you need, but not today. I'm going to give it to you tomorrow. Don't hold back. When you've got it right there with you, give it to them. Help the person. Be a helpful, generous person. What a much better way to live than always holding out on people, always making them prove something, always somehow making them live up to something we want them to do. When you can help somebody. What a great way, a great lesson of life. Verse 31 and 32. The other side of that, don't envy a violent man or choose any of his ways. For the devious are detestable to the Lord, but he is a friend to the upright. Look, we sometimes see that people who force their way through get what they want, and there is a tendency, because we're human, to want that power, to want and be envious of that. God's counsel to us, his wisdom is always right. It is never too late, never too early to do the right thing. Do the right thing. Don't envy the violent man. Don't choose his ways. Don't want to be living in the life that he's living, right? Do the right thing. Don't pick the ways of the violent. Live your life the way you should. When you can do good, help somebody. When it's there for you to do it, Be of help. The devious are detestable, but the Lord loves. He is a friend to the upright. Live this way. You may not see here on this earth the things that we think measure success, but the reality is the Lord will be pleased with you, even if you don't see this outward expression of wealth or power or influence in your life. You've pleased the Lord. That's what matters. That's what matters. That's what pleases Him. That's wisdom. That's wisdom. He says the Lord's curse is on the household of the wicked, but He blesses the home of the righteous. The Lord's curse is on the household of the wicked. You hear that? This is a statement. This is a statement of fact. Okay? The household of the wicked may be prospering, but the Lord has cursed them. Okay? They're cursed. He blesses the home of the righteous. Do not, when you read this, don't see this as blessing being wealth or material things or what we perceive as the ease of life somehow. If you'll just do the right thing, you'll have an easier life. I don't think so. Ask Paul. Paul was doing the right thing. He said, man, I got a thorn in the flesh and the Lord won't remove it. Paul was in jail over and over again. He didn't have an easier life because he was doing the right thing. Look at Joseph. Joseph resisted Potiphar's wife. He went to jail for it. Right? He had the opportunity to do a good thing for the baker and the wine taster, tell them what their dreams meant. And the response that he got from that, he had to stay in jail. He didn't get out of jail. Right? Don't confuse this blessing with somehow ease of life or material wealth or something. Right? The Lord's blessing is His presence. The Lord's blessing is Him being with us through the worst of it. There's His blessing. And those who are wicked miss that presence of God. That is His curse. His curse is that He withholds His presence. Now, I don't know about you, but I think if we're honest and we think about it, I would rather have the Lord's presence and be poor than have nothing of the Lord and have all the wealth in the world. I don't want wealth without the Lord. What's the point? Where's the true joy? Where's the satisfaction? Where's the peace? Where's the good night's sleep? It doesn't exist without the Lord. So understand the Lord's curse is on the household of the wicked. He blesses the home of the righteous. This is a theme throughout the book of Proverbs. Okay, and there is a challenge in wisdom to look at what really matters and what is really, ultimately, what is truly important. And that's the challenge of the book of Proverbs. Is seeing what is it that is supposed to be valuable to me, what is supposed to hold value to me, and what have I settled for. Don't settle for that which does not hold real value. Okay, don't settle. Hold on to those things that have real value. Find out what that is by reading through the book of Proverbs, and then you know what to hold on to. I hope this helps as you do your study and you teach or lead a time through it. Hope this helps you. God bless you in the Word. It's summer. It's June. It's beautiful outside. Go enjoy it. Have a great time. We'll see you next week. Bye.